Speaker, it's a pleasure to rise as Chairman of the Justice and Electoral Select Committee to speak in support of this Prisoners, Victims and Claims Continuation Reform Amendment Bill in its third reading. This bill has been brought to the House by the Minister of Justice, the Honourable Judith Collins, and it's a good bill, it's worthy of our support, and it's gone through the process of the House in full detail in a way that I think has done both the Justice and Electoral Select Committee proud and also this House. Because as a government we make absolutely no apology, Mr Speaker, for putting victims first. And to hear Andrew Little talking about protecting the rights of the criminals, I find quite deeply upsetting. These are people who have committed wrongs, who are incarcerated for good cause and for good reason. And it strikes me that it's a matter of basic common sense and principle that if an award of compensation is made to them during their term of incarceration, that the first party to benefit from that should be, in fact, the victims of the crimes that have resulted in their incarceration. So this is a good bill. It's part of this government's plan to build a better justice system, and we've embarked on a comprehensive program for reform, not only to enhance our justice system, but also to protect communities, to prevent crime, and, as I said earlier, to put victims first. We are making no apology, sir, for focusing our justice system on the rights of victims. We're staying tough on crime. This bill, this Prisoners and Victims Continuation Bill, responded to concerns from the 2005 legislation that offenders shouldn't receive compensation for wrongful treatment without first paying their debt they owe to the harm caused to their victims. And this new bill will ensure that the system is fair, it's balanced, and it won't lead to any unintended injustices. Our reforms mean that the victims of crime in the criminal justice system are there obviously because of no fault of their own. They're not there because they've done anything, they're there because they are the victims, and they have to deal with the financial, the emotional and the physical effects of the crime that has been perpetrated upon them and committed against them. And so, sir, this bill seeks to do that and to do it very well. We've ensured that crime is coming down, and the numbers are undeniable. And part of the reason that crime is coming down is because of the focus that this government has been putting on the efforts to reduce crime and make New Zealanders feeling safe in their homes, in their communities and in their families. One aspect of this bill that is of interest is that we received, I think it was 7 submissions, and they recommended that the bill proceed with speed and with haste because they supported the legislation that came before the committee. The expiry date of the Prisoners and Victims Claims 2012 was looming, and we needed to move quickly to achieve the result that we wanted to do. And thus, that's the reason that this bill is before the House today. It's a very good bill. I commend it to the House. The committee worked well through the various stages of the bill, and I want to thank members of the committee who participated very fully in their deliberations on the bill. I commend this bill to the House, Mr Speaker.
I call the Honourable Leanne Dalzell.
Mr Speaker, I want to remind this House why the legislation that we are debating today